Hello student, today we are going to start the second chapter of geography, that is land, soil, water, natural vegetation and wildlife resources. In this chapter we will study about natural resources. Now let's know what is natural resource. A natural resource is something found in nature that people can use to meet their needs. Land and soil are the two most important abiotic natural resources. In this chapter, we will try to understand the key features of these resources, how they are essential to life on Earth, and why we need to use them judiciously for survival and development. Land. Land is among the most important natural resources. It covers only about 30% of the total area of the Earth's surface, and all parts of this small percentage are not habitable. The uneven distribution of population in different parts of the world is mainly due to varied characteristics of land and climate. The rugged topography, steep slopes of the mountains, low-lying areas susceptible to waterlogging, desert areas, thick forested areas are normally sparsely populated or uninhabited. Plains and river valleys offer suitable land for agriculture. Hence, these are the densely populated areas of the world. Now, let us know about land use. The utilization of land by humans for various purposes is known as land use. Land is used for different purposes such as agriculture, forestry, mining, building houses, roads, and setting up of industries. Determinants of land use. The use of land is determined by physical factors such as topography, soil, climate, minerals, and availability of water. Human factors such as population and technology are also important determinants of land use pattern. Determinants of land use. The use of land is determined by physical factors such as topography, soil, climate, minerals, and availability of water. Human factors such as population and technology are also important determinants of land use pattern. Division of land. Land can also be divided on the basis of private land and community land. Private land is owned by individuals, whereas community land is owned by the community for common uses like collection of water, fruits, nuts, or medicinal herbs. These community lands are also called common property resources. As we know that resources are very important for the survival of living being, we must conserve them. Let us see some methods to conserve natural resources. Afforestation, land reclamation, regulated use of chemical pesticide and fertilizers, and checks on overgrazing are some of the common methods used to conserve land. The next important natural resource is soil. What is soil? The thin layer of grainy substance covering the surface of the earth is called soil. It is closely linked to land. Land forms determine the type of soil. Soil is made up of organic matter, minerals, and weathered rocks found on the earth. This happens through the process of weathering. The right mix of minerals and organic matter make the soil fertile. Now let us study the soil profile. Topsoil with humus and vegetation. After that, subsoil with sand, silt, and clay. Third number is weathered rock material. And last one is parent rock. Factors affecting the soil formation. The major factors of soil formation are the nature of the parent rock and climatic factors. Other factors are the topography, role of organic material, and time taken for the composition of soil formation. All these differ from place to place. Factors causing soil degradation. Both human and natural factors can lead to degradation of soil. Human factors are deforestation, overgrazing, overuse of chemical fertilizers or pesticides, and natural factors are rainwash or soil erosion, landslides, floods, etc. Now, the last topic of this video is soil conservation methods. There are 7 methods. The first one is mulching. In this method, the bare ground between plants is covered with a layer of organic matter like straw. It helps to retain soil moisture. Second method is contour barriers. In this, stones, grass, soil are used to build barriers along contours. Trenches are made in front of the barriers to collect water. Third method is rock dam. Rocks are piled up to slow down the flow of water. Fourth method is terrace farming. These are made on the steep slopes so that flat surfaces are available to grow crops. Number fifth method is intercropping. Different crops are grown in alternate rows and are sown at different times to protect the soil from rainwash. The sixth method is contour plowing. Plowing parallel to the contours of a hill slope to form a natural barrier for water to flow down the slope. And the last method is shelter belts. In the coastal and dry regions, rows of trees are planted to check the wind movement to protect soil cover. Thank you for watching video. Next part we will study in the second video.